Hi, hello. How are you? I got some very exciting, unexpected news this morning. Excitement for me. One of my girlfriends works at a middle school, so she has the summers off, obviously. And in the summers, we do this thing called Friday European lunches, where I make lunch, she makes something, and we sit outside and we drink wine at like 1 p.m. It's not a special occasion, it's just Friday, and we cook delicious food and we take our time and we sit outside and we gab. Normally that's a summer only activity, but this morning I got a text that for some reason she doesn't have school tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. So we're starting European summer lunches early. Now, it's gonna be very cold. We can't sit outside. I think it might rain, but that's not gonna stop us. It's not gonna stop us because it's the thought, it's the energy, it's the vibe that counts. So, obviously I immediately got to work, planned a menu. We are having, please hold. You know I'm an Ina girly. So we are having individual vegetable pot pies. I've never made this. We'll see, like that's not the point. The point is trying something new, enjoying your day. It's the whole point of this YouTube channel. Like, let's just try. I don't know. How hard can it be? And then we're having Caesar salad with pancetta. Ooh. This is from Ina's Parties cookbook. So that's for lunch tomorrow. I went to the store this afternoon. I got everything we need. And that way I can wake up tomorrow. I have to go to the gym. And then I'll come home and start cooking lunch. We've scheduled like between 1:30 and 2. And we'll sit inside. That's fine. I don't know. I'm very excited to pretend that it's summer for one single afternoon. Let's put the groceries away. And tomorrow we'll get down to lunch business. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that the pie crust that goes on the pot pies doesn't turn out the way the scones did. They're not gonna be gluten-free, so I am hoping for the best. We went to the gym, we can cross that off. Now it's time for the fun part. We've got our second cup of coffee, we're ready to go. I've never made a pot pie before. Now the veggie part of it, I'm not worried about that at all. It's the baking of the crust, which is A, my favorite part of a pot pie, and B, if you were here for the tea party, the scones didn't go great. So like my track record with baking, I think subpar is really the only word for that. But we're gonna find out, right? I'm making individual pot pies, right? And you could put those in any type of oven-safe bowl. But I had a vision. So I went to the antique store, obviously, and I found 4. Aren't they so cute? You could do French onion soup in here. We're gonna make pot pies in here. Cute, obsessed, super excited. Also, we are making Caesar salad with pancetta. So I'm actually gonna start there and make the dressing first. I might even make the pancetta because like it doesn't really matter. It's 10:25 right now and I'm hoping to serve lunch at like 1:45. I think we should be in great shape. But again, you never really know. Also, it's snowing. So that's incredibly rude. Incredibly rude. It makes it very hard to pretend that it's summer European lunch when it's snowing. We're gonna set the table. I'm out of candles, like taper candles, which is heartbreaking and should be illegal in my house. But this is where we are, so we're gonna find something else to make the table cute. And we're gonna go from there. We've got a lot to do. Okay, I'm changing our order of operations slightly. In order to make my salad dressing, I need this egg yolk at room temperature, and it is still slightly chilled. So I'm going to leave that out to warm a little more. And I'm gonna prep all the stuff that goes into the pot pie. I've got a lot of vegetables to chop and whatnot. So I'm gonna start there, let my egg warm, and then we can go back to salad dressing. Okay, we're making a vegetable pot pie. So our veggies that we're using, onion, fennel, potatoes, asparagus, carrots, butternut squash. Yum. And considering it's snowing, like I knew it was gonna be cold today, which is like why I picked the menu that I picked. But snow is just rude. I'm starting by cutting the ends off of our carrots, and then I will peel them, and then I will dice them. We've got our carrots. I cheated and bought already cubed butternut squash because why would I make my life more difficult when I don't have to? I need to dice this onion and chop the asparagus. And I think I need to figure out what I need to do with the fennel. Okay, the recipe says remove the core. Like obviously you cut off her hair, and then it says cut out the core. I don't know what that means. We're gonna watch a video and find out. Obviously Martha's gonna teach us how.
Be sure to save the fronds. They're delicious in salads, and the stalks. Using the tip of your knife, cut along the line with the...
Easy enough. I can do that. Okay, cut in half lengthwise. You see the little core? She says cut it like a triangle. It mirrors shape. Take it out. Oh, just like that. In the recipe, she says to boil all the veggies, like the carrots and the butternut squash and the asparagus. And I will do that with the potatoes, carrots, and asparagus. But I'm going rogue because I just think that butternut squash is so much better roasted. Like it just brings out all this sweetness, and then you kind of get those like almost like caramely edges on some of the pieces. And that's just how I prefer it. So that's what we're gonna do. So I just literally, I bought them pre-chopped. I had to do no work. It was fantastic. Put them in a bowl, covered them in olive oil and salt and pepper. And I'm just gonna roast them for like, I don't know, probably like 30 minutes. I don't know actually what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna wing it. I just turned my water on to boil so that it's ready when the veggies are ready. And then I need to get started on my pastry on the, pastry top, because it has to chill for 30 minutes and then it has to bake for an hour. Now, do I really think it's gonna need an hour? Probably not, because the little dishes are pretty small. But, I'm gonna err on the safe side of things. I am nervous about this crust. Baking is intimidating to me. I'm gonna slice the potatoes in half, and then we're moving on to crust, baby. Okay, I've seen enough Great British Baking Show to know that it is extremely important that my butter is cold. So I'm going to dice this and then put it back in the fridge and then prep my dry ingredients. Like, are these small enough pieces, do we think? Or do you do them in fours? I don't know. Does it matter? I'm sure the answer is yes, because in baking everything matters, which I find so annoying. Okay. For the pastry, mix the flour, salt, and baking powder in the bowl of a food processor. 3 cups of flour. Baking powder. Salt. We're mixing this. There we go. Okay, we're assuming that that is mixed. Add the shortening and the butter and mix quickly with your fingers. How do I do that though with the blade in here? Is that a dumb question? Butter. Okay, I'm gonna take the blade out, question mark? I don't know how to do it fast. I've never used vegetable shortening. Okay, and it also like falls out of the hole of the food processor. Did they think about that? Until it's all blended. Okay, and then I'm pulsing. I'm gonna put this thing back in. Is this a terrible idea to take it out? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. 1 for good luck. With the motor running, add the ice water. Process only enough to moisten the dough. Quickly into a bowl. Why does everything have to be quickly? We're calling that done. I don't know. We're calling it done. Okay, we're wrapping in plastic and then we're resting. I need a rest after that. I know people are always like, bread's not that intimidating, but like, it might be. Refrigerate for 30 minutes. Okay. I just took our butternut squash out. It's still gonna cook in the oven. I mean, it's like, has some of those like caramely edges that I like, so I'm happy with that. Okay, we're gonna start on onions and fennel. I've added my butter, waiting for it to melt. Our egg is Definitely at room temp. That's good. Adding these guys in. And I am sauteing these for 10-ish minutes. I'm gonna add my potatoes now that my water is boiling. Ow, hot, ow, ow. And while these things cook, I need to clean because behind you is a disaster. Our onions and fennel need a few more minutes, but our potatoes are ready. So I'm taking these guys out. And then I'm gonna add the other veggies into the same water. 5 minutes for these guys. Okay, the other thing I'm editing, this recipe calls for pernod. Pernod. It's like an anise liqueur. I don't like anise, like licorice. So I'm gonna use white wine because no one has ever been mad about white wine and onions. 3 tablespoons of heavy cream and add our veggies back in. Oh, that was kind of a lot. Oops. 2, 3. Salt. It's pretty good. I'm gonna add all of our veg in here. Stir that in. Now our filling is good to go. Now we can figure out the dough drama. I'm getting our dough out. We're doing a little reflour. I gotta read the directions again. I don't know what I'm doing. So the recipe wants me to divide it into 4s. I'm gonna divide it into 6s because our cups are little. 8-inch circles. I'm gonna cut these out around this, and then I think I can probably make extra. Although last time I tried to do that with the scones, we all saw how that went. And then I'm actually gonna put these back in the fridge because I'm not ready to put them in the oven. Although I guess I probably should be. Ugh. I'm filling these up. Gotta make sure you get all the good stuff. Now we can put our little crust on top. I put them all in the fridge because I got nervous. There's 1. Obviously I will trim them. 2, 3. Okay, and then it says crinkle the edges. Hers are prettier. Gosh, I hope this is flaky and like crusty and delicious and not dense and flat and gross. All right, I mean, that's pretty cute. Egg washing the top. I'll put little slits in them and then add salt and pepper. Put them in the oven. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're in like, whatever shape. I'm a B sort of gal. We're in about B shape. Kitchen is half clean, half a mess. The table is cleared, not set. Our pot pies are in the oven. I need to roast our tomatoes, cook the pancetta, make the salad dressing, assemble the salad. But first I'm gonna go get changed and then do all of that. I've got 37 minutes. It's gonna be fine. This is a pleasure party. Don't get weird about that. We're just doing this for fun. There's no stress. And my crust looks to be rising. So that is a huge success. I will take it. Getting tomatoes ready for roasting. These go in the salad. They need like 20 minutes. It is 1:12. Let's set the table. We're really starting the dressing this time. I need 1 large egg yolk. Ooh, please don't break. Please don't break. Egg yolk into the bowl. Mustard, garlic, olive oil, anchovies, lemon juice, 3 lemons. Oh my God. I've got my egg yolk. I've got my lemon juice. I've got mustard. Throwing these in here. My girlfriend who's coming for European lunch, who I do this with in the summers, just got engaged. So we're gonna do like a little wedding mood board review and drink champagne and really just have a pleasant Friday because being an adult is hard, living in the world is hard, understatement of the century, and we deserve to have pleasurable moments for no reason whatsoever. So that's what we're gonna do. Anchovies, yum. I know tinned fish is polarizing, but I am into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's give it a taste. It's delicious. I could have added more anchovies. I love anchovies, but I know everyone doesn't feel that way, so I won't. It's very good. I'm gonna start the pancetta. We are, we're gonna call you fine. We are nearing the finish line. The pot pies look so good. I'm so happy with how they're looking. Very exciting. The kitchen's still kind of a mess, but like, that's not gonna stop us from drinking champagne at 2 in the afternoon. I'm sorry. Hello?
Wow, it smells amazing in here.
Oh, good. Good. You know, we're like, we're not in 100% shape, but we're in great shape. Say hello. You know what you can do? Well, you go downstairs and get the pink rosé champagne. I trial for the way to go.
So I trialed them before I booked them.
Cheers. I gotta look at these darling desserts. The quesabra made this morning. Look at us go. Ooh. Look at this. They're so cute. They're so cute. It was actually really easy. Here.